All right. Well, here we are. Here we are. It is deadline day. We've got an hour and 14 minutes. So I'm going to be on for at least that amount of time. But like SDL Rob has kicked it off by saying, nothing like a quiet day, is there? It's been anything but. What a lovely day it's been so far. We've got Mustafa saying, you can't stay in for too long. No worries, mate. Everyone who's here, make sure you drop some love wherever you can, however you can, because we're talking about a deadline day of epic proportions for Manchester United. It's been very, very different compared to the deadline days of times gone by, which I really, really don't mind at all. But I'm happy with it, man. I'm happy that it's a different kind of deadline day. It's a different kind of um, feeling at the end of it. I feel like a lot of fans are pretty happy with the way things have gone. I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone. Did need a I thought we were going to get one. We haven't, and it looks like I'll keep you updated with everything, but it does look like we're not going to be getting that midfielder. Um, Onana could be looking to leave. I think Onana is going to be one of them that leaves towards the end of the like Turkish window and things like that. So it is what it is. The Martinez deal off? Yep, completely off. It is completely off. Not even sure where he stays, to be fair. I'm not even sure where he goes. Let's get the likes up wherever you're watching. Get the likes up as much as we can. Let's get it up to on TikTok. What can we aim for? Let's see if we can get close to 50,000 likes. That's what I want. So just get the likes going. All you got to do is just keep tapping the screen. It gets more and more United fans in here. Follow if you are new, and if I see you drop a follow, I'll give you a little shout out as well. And I'm also live on YouTube as well, hence the little thumbnail that you got up there. But on YouTube is where all the day ones are coming in. I can see you all. SDL Rob, Disc. I've got Omar in here as well. And if you want to have your voice heard on this channel, as in to put it on a channel or to like get people reacting to it, come over to YouTube. It's the best place. Link in bio. But stay on YouTube if you want. Totally up to you. Bob, thank you very much for the follow. And look who's here. It's Kenji. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. How are things? How's the I hope you're okay. Thank you very much, Omkar. I think we need both goalkeepers, but like it was just never gonna happen though, really, was it? It was never gonna happen. But no more Onana. I think everyone's gonna be happy with that. Let's face it. There is no more Onana to get stuck into things. But what are you guys thinking so far? Has our transfer window ended? I feel like it has. I'll be honest. I do feel like it has because we're not just gonna randomly sign a midfielder now, are we? All of the news has kind of just been about, you know, the players that we know has already been coming in, so there's no point really in changing anything, but it does look like we've got a new goalkeeper, number 1, who has completed his medical, he's signed his contract, everything is copacetic, he is a Manchester United player, so I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Let's kick things off there because let's just check the chat. Everyone doing well? Good stuff, mate. Yeah, all good, thank you, Kenji. Hopefully, we can get a midfielder before the D-Day today. I don't think we will, mate. We've literally if in case you didn't know, by the way, the deadline ends in 1 hour and 10 minutes. We're not gonna randomly sign anyone. I think INEOS have done a good job, but we're not gonna sign anyone. We go get Costa in the winter. It will depend on how, everything works, but yeah. 1 hour left of deadline day, Emi Martinez finalised. Martinez is gone. Martinez is not signing a midfielder is a disgrace. I kind of agree with you. I do agree with you. Should have got Zach from Newcastle. Who's Zach? Oh, Rob, actually, yes, the audio oh, is it cutting off? Hang on, I'll bring it back on again. So I think it's alright. Is that a little bit better? Is that better? Better. It might cut out a little bit because it's been a bit spotty over the last couple of days. I'm not entirely sure why. Might need to clean it or something. I don't know. Is that a thing? I believe we will sign a midfielder. Honestly, Cleon, I hope so. I really, really hope so. That would be really, really nice. All good on TikTok, good stuff. We're on 3,000 likes as well. You know we have to get at least 50. Come on. I got blocked by a Liverpool fan club live for telling the truth. What did you say? What did you say? 36 people, only 7 likes? Guys, let's get the likes up on YouTube, please. And we've got 141 in here. We're on 3,000 likes. Let's get those likes wherever you are. just get the likes pouring in because I think we've had a really good day. I want to keep that positivity going, and wherever you are, if you like up the show, wherever you're watching, it just brings more Man United fans in here. You just got to keep like double tapping, well, not double tapping, just keep tapping the screen, get some more United fans in here if you're on TikTok, and if you're on YouTube, please, let's go. And can I just point out, you know what? Kenji is absolutely right, by the way. I'm the only channel before it was really a thing. Mine was the only channel where I actually talked about Senne Lammens in any real detail. And I'm just glad that he's here, man. Personally, I think it's a really, really shrewd signing for Manchester United. I think it's really, really good. Um, and ultimately, I think it's positive for the club. I think it's positive for us to actually just get rid of Jadon Sancho going the other way. We have to talk about him at some point, which is absolutely nuts. But let's kick things off, man. I mean, no better place to start than with Senne Lammens. Do you know what I mean? Like, thank you, Vin Diesel, very kind. Wherever you're watching, by the way, drop a follow. If you do it on TikTok, I know it will tell me you've done it, and I'll try and shout you out if I see it. If you come over, link in bio, and do it on YouTube, let me know, and I'll give you an even bigger shout out over there. And can I just point out, by the way, today, thank you, Maya Dele, for the follow. Can I just point out today? I don't know what number we started on, but we've just hit 8,750 subscribers, which is mad because yesterday in the live we did, it was 8,600. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. I told them they were trying to buy the league. Well, of course they are, but to be fair, they've won it already without buying the league. So they're just doing what we used to do. All good, Soham. We're just talking about Senne Lammens. Tell me, this is your turn now. I'm not gonna talk for a little bit. Get in the comments, and I'll pick out some ones that I think are interesting to read out, either on TikTok or on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, by the way, um, everything gets read out on screen. I'll put your comment up there. Everyone will see it, and we'll give you some love. But yeah, we're now in for Morgan Rogers. What, Liverpool are? No way are Liverpool gonna sign Morgan Rogers. There's no way. Uh, nah. Well, it seems I remember 35K likes on the stream way back. I know we haven't hit those sorts of numbers in a while. So if we can hit like 25, 30K today, I'll be happy. But ooh, David Ornstein has just reported. This is new, not on Man United, so don't get too excited. But that rhymed. Mark Gahey's Liverpool move is in jeopardy. Crystal Palace are struggling to find a replacement, so talks are expected between the captain and Oliver Glasner. I think what could happen genuinely is if that doesn't happen, then he might sign a new deal with them and then just have like a little release clause in there. But I'd be weirded out if it didn't happen already, to be honest. Where's the Morgan Rogers? Oh, Igor to Palace is collapsed. Is that the reason why? Okay, cool. That explains a lot, to be fair. It wouldn't surprise me if the deal collapsed because it is. I'm surprised it took that long. Tebow's in here. It's party time. You love it. The fact that we've got him as well. I know you do. Hey, Dev, please give a shout out to my 12-year-old son Joshua. You're not a United supporter. Come on, Joshua. We need you. We need the next generation, please. Eagle to West Ham. Interesting, okay. What happened to Martinez? Emi Martinez. He's gone back to Villa, and rightly so. I think we picked the right guy. I've said it since day one. That's the one I want. Dev, off topic, is it still possible to sign a midfielder? It's possible, but it's just not gonna happen. Hopefully we'll get one more. I don't think it will happen, guys. We would have known. We would have known now. It's not gonna happen. Morgan Rogers to Liverpool is advanced. Who's reporting that? Because if it's not the big ones, I don't care. Gotta wait for the big ones to say it. We know who the big ones are. When's it gonna be a here we go for Lammens? Bro, you're late. It's already a here we go. It's already a here we go. Jacob, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, we had a here we go ages ago, mate. Well, not ages ago, like 2 hours ago. But it's done. It is all done. Let's go. What's up, Haz? How would you rate the window? Again, we need to wait until things have actually finished until I can rate it. But first super chat of the evening goes to Ibrahim Al Mufti. Thank you very much for the love. I appreciate the support on this. Dev, has the Sancho and Antony deals been confirmed? Now, this is a good way to segue into the next topic, which is to talk about one of the players that we have been selling today. Talk directly into the mic, we'll do. But this is the way that we're gonna be discussing, um, the Sancho deal because I'm just gonna change up the picture. By the way, if you come onto YouTube, I've got, like, pictures, I've got images, I've got all sorts. So make sure you come over and subscribe. That would be absolutely lovely. 56 people in here so far. Can we hit the magic 100 to get 100 likes? That would be beautiful. We had our first super chat of the evening. Remember, guys, if you can show any love or any support to the stream by super chatting or dropping a membership, that would be beautiful. Yesterday, we had a membership and we also had 5 gifted ones from man like Simon. So if you can do that, that would be amazing. If not, just join the show, like up, and get in the comments and share it maybe. You know what? Share it to your friends. That's what I want. But yes, Mustafa, you're in. All right. So, first of all, Ibrahim has asked me, has the Sancho and Antony deals been confirmed? The Antony deal was the first one of the day. The Antony deal is confirmed. £25 million, right, as an overall package. 25 million euros, sorry, as an overall package. 20 million upfront, 5 million euros in add-ons. That has been confirmed. He is confirmed to go to Real Betis, and that's it. He's leaving. He's going to Real Betis, and it's finished. There was if you remember a couple of days ago, I did a couple of videos on it, but I remember saying that there was a little stickling issue when it came to his wages. Not his wages, sorry, when it came to how much he was wanting as a severance package, because he signed a long-term deal with United, but he wanted some money as a severance package, and Betis came to us and said, you know, something's not happening here. And can I point out the brilliant thing with Antony? Actually, I'll do that later. There's one brilliant thing with Antony that I want to point out, but I'm going to do it in an overall point at the end because I feel like people are going to feel a certain way about INEOS after this, and I want to wait for it there. But Jadon Sancho is hilarious, may I point out, because how it went, as far as I can tell from what I've read today, we were in for Emi Martinez. We were going to get Emi Martinez, but we wanted a permanent solution for Jadon Sancho to go the other way. So we were only going to get Martinez if we could sell Jadon on a permanent deal elsewhere. That was the only way that we were going to be able to do that. We haven't been able to do that. We couldn't agree on that. So what we've ended up doing is sending them Jadon Sancho on loan and just forgetting the Martinez deal ever happened. We did agree terms with him. We did agree personal terms. He did want to come, but we wanted to move on and get someone else. And we ended up getting Senne Lammens instead. So Jadon Sancho is still gone, and they've committed for 80% of his wages so far, with bonuses that could take it up well over the 100% there, because if he hits certain bonuses, we'll get certain money from that as well. There isn't an option to buy. There's no obligation to buy. And there's talk. We haven't done it yet, but there's talk that we might trigger a 1-year extension in the hope that he'll play well at Villa, and then he'll come back to us and we can sell him. But I would have preferred, genuinely, I don't trust this guy to really do that. So I would have just taken the money as possible. Lammens is another buy-in there. You ain't been watching him, mate. Go on my YouTube and watch my video on him. If you guys haven't, click the link in bio, subscribe, because you can join the live show straight away. We can show some love and we can get you on here. But also, I've just released a video this afternoon on Senne Lammens. It's a long form video. I have watched him though. It's a long form video. Go and watch it. I haven't been watching him week in, week out. Don't get me wrong, but I've watched hours of footage on the guy, and I think I've got a fair enough assessment. And if you disagree with it, get in the comments on the video. But yes, to answer your question, he has been confirmed. Ooh, a $4.99 little super chat from Slow Sports News. Thank you very, very much indeed. Onana was like that. No, he isn't. Hours of footage. Genuinely, I watched 6 hours. I know, I'm sad. I even watched 2 full games. I am sad. I genuinely watched 6 hours of footage. I have nothing better to do. Slow Sports News says, from sources I know, we are not getting a midfielder. It'll be revisited in the winter as they don't want to panic buy, which is fair. But I think we're going to see in the winter that we're going to need it. We're going to need it. We're on 12k likes. Lit. Thank you, Claire, for pointing that out. Let's see what we can get to. I mean, if we can get to near 50, that'd be mad. Tony Smith, appreciate the follow. Drop a follow if you're new, by the way. Drop a follow. Imagine a 7 p.m. here we go for Belabor. Never going to happen. But yes, I agree with you, Slow Sports News. I think that is what we are looking to do. And I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the super chat. And thank you for supporting the show. Kenji, who's been a member for 2 months. Really, he's been a member for a lot longer than that because he had to stop it and bring it back. There was some issues like with YouTube on that point, but he's been a member for literally since day dot. He says, Dev, talk about Sekou Kone. I watched him live and he was electrifying. Good DM. Don't know where he is right now. He'll be a good selection for the first team. He was injured. So I don't know if someone's pointed this out already, but yes, he was injured, and he was injured for... like, I think he was out for 2 months with a detached retina. So yeah, it wasn't looking good for him. I'm not sure where he is right now, but I think he's just coming back up to speed. Has Lammens completed his medical? Yes, he has. That flag behind his name makes it personal. Yeah, facts. Man like Badger, yes. How's everyone feeling, man? If you could sign someone realistic right now, who would you sign? Hayden Hackney all day long. I've mentioned Hayden Hackney in the same breath as Richard Rios this season. Richard Rios should have been a Man United player, in my opinion. But Hayden Hackney, they accepted a £15 million bid for Hayden Hackney from Ipswich. He rejected Ipswich. He could still come to us. Do you know what I mean? What's SDL Rob saying? Oh no, SDL Rob? Hang on. That was the injury from the... Oh yeah, cool. You're just telling him. Thought it was a fractured eye socket. Yeah, it was. Did I say something different? That's what I meant to say. I do have parts in the TOS. But do keep close contact with all. Fair enough. Mainu Nagate, probably our box-to-box midfielder, which says something because they're crap at box-to-box. Yeah. What about a January transfer for Wharton? Wharton won't happen. Unrelated topic to United, but yeah, did you guys know that Alexis Sanchez is still playing? Somehow, Alexis Sanchez is not only still playing, he moved somewhere today. To Sevilla, I think. Essex, thank you for the follow. I'm keeping you all updated with every single bit of transfer news that comes in. I'm just going to go and check the news that's coming in on Twitter. But Kenji says, I love Belay, but I don't think financially possible without Bruno Casemiro leaving Saudi. Obviously, that is definitely the way things are going. Let me just keep you updated with all the news, see what everyone has been saying. The Lammens announcement is incoming, though. The Lammens announcement is going to happen, so I'm interested to see what happens with that one. To be fair, Antony, there's a picture that has been taken of Antony traveling to complete his Real Betis move. He's on the private jet. He is on his way to Betis, or back to Betis, I should say. Romano has just confirmed that Randall Kolo Muani has just signed his new contract at Tottenham. He is joining Tottenham on loan. No obligation to buy, though. But there is an option. So he's joining Tottenham. Fair enough. Fair play. And there's a player. Fulham have made 2 signings today, which is weird. But Fulham have made the signing of Tyreek George, which their fans were saying, like, you'll have no club. Or they were chanting something at him. They've gone and signed him for 22 million quid, which I think is an overspend. But they've also gone and signed a Brazilian named Kevin. Kevin. Why do they do this? We had Fred, and they've got Kevin from Shakhtar. Interesting. Petition for Dev to do a dance when the announcement comes. What announcement? What, for Lammens? Bro, I already knew that. I've come to terms with it. I knew that a Lammens was going to sign, so I'm just happy that he has. Frankly, this is a good day. Kevin from Shakhtar gone to Fulham. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me, I'll be very honest. Gigi Donnarumma is a here we go to Man City, in case you didn't see that. 15k, we're on Legends. Guys, thank you very much. Let's get to 30. Let's see if we can get to 30k. That'd be sick. Trying to bring out any sort of news that you guys would be interested in. Kevin to Fulham is interesting. I've not seen him, but fair enough. Mark Gahey's medical has been completed, but after Igor's deal has collapsed as a replacement, Palace are still yet to make a final decision. Well, they've got 56 minutes. Well, that's interesting. Federico Caletta has gone to Benfica from Roma, whatever that means. What? Victor Boniface has just completed his medical test at Werder Bremen. I thought he was going to AC Milan. What happened to him there? Would you not prefer Emi, though? Absolutely not, no. Santiago Jimenez is staying at AC Milan. Okay, I kind of assumed that was happening. Gundogan has gone to Galatasaray, which, to be fair, is fair. I think he's been poor, to be honest, since he's been since he came back to City. But yeah, very interesting. Okay, we're still keeping updated. Cancelled the move because of an injury, did they? Fair enough. That's strange. You don't see that a lot, you know. Lammens gives me that De Gea vibes, especially when he wears yellow on his old team. Yeah. There isn't... I don't say he gives me De Gea vibes. They call him Baby Courtois, and that's from the person who trained Courtois. So there are definitely similarities there. I do think he is a very interesting signing. Is Gallagher happening? Okay, can I be honest? Can you guys tell me where you heard Gallagher? Thank you, Mandog. Can you tell me where you heard about Gallagher? Because I've not seen it anywhere. Genuinely nowhere, except on TikTok. Like, when I've come and that's it. Which is crazy. So it makes sense to call off Gay's move. I think they could call it off and then wait till the winter. Gentleman's agreement, wait till winter. Think I read it on Sky Sports. I don't believe it, no. I don't believe Gallagher will come. I wouldn't mind it. That being said, I think he's the type of guy that Amorim would love. Amorim would love Gallagher. Oh, we've hit 8,760 subscribers. I love this. People are saying we're a joke because we haven't got a midfielder. Okay, not getting a midfielder is a problem, but the fact that we've sold Sancho, we've gotten rid of Sancho, Rashford, Højlund, Garnacho, and Antony in the same window, and we bought a goalkeeper, Cunha and Burmo, and who's the other one I'm missing out? Are those the only 3 signings? Surely there's more. I've missed one. I'm dumb. But the fact that we definitely have done good business, like we've had a good transfer window. I wouldn't call it great. Seshko. Oh my god, I forgot Seshko. The fact that we've done the clear out, we've gotten people gone, but I can't believe I forgot Seshko. But the fact that that has happened is mad. So I wouldn't call it a great window because we did need a midfield. A midfielder would have made it a 10 out of 10 window for me. I think we're at 7 or 8. All things considered, Sancho for 22. Well, it's not Sancho for 22 million, is it? Samu Chukwueze. Is he? Oh, and Diego. Yeah, but Diego Leon was done in January. That doesn't count. We knew about him for ages. And I love those deals, by the way. I love those types of deals. Samu Chukwueze. Really? Samu Chukwueze has gone to Fulham. Fulham have all of a sudden got interesting. 6 out of 10. We extend in Sancho is mad. It's not that mad. We just want to get money from him. And it shows us that we're in charge of him and he's not in charge of the situation, which fair enough. Yeah, on initial loan with buy option. It's not mandatory though. So Chukwueze is a very interesting one for Fulham. I think that's a good signing. Fulham have gone from signing no one to 3 players in about 2 hours. Go all in for Belaber ASAP? Nah. We haven't extended Sancho yet. Can I just point that out? Dev, why is anyone not talking about City struggling as well after so many signings? We make a small mistake. The media and pundits are all over. It's because it's City, bro. Like, no matter what, they are in City's back pocket. They love them too much. We're nearly on 20k likes. Let's smash through that and see what we can end this show with. I think we can end it on a massive high. And you know what? If all of you come over and subscribe on YouTube, I think we can hit some numbers on YouTube as well. So click the link in bio, come over and subscribe, man. It'd be sick to see what we can hit over here. Drop a super chat, drop a membership if you haven't already, just to drop some love. But Kenji brings up a good point. I think Toby Collier shouldn't have gone out on loan, as well as Seko Kone have been in the first team. He wouldn't be injured that way. Well, you could say that, but it's, you know, we wanted him to get game time at the time, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm annoyed that he's injured. I'll be honest. I'm annoyed that he's injured. Toby Collier though, it's such a good loan to go to West Brom, and I think his value will go up skyrocket after that. Because right now it's nowhere. Thank you for the gifts. Everyone who's dropping gifts on TikTok. You don't have to. Bearing in mind, all you got to do is like up the show, right? Just tap that screen. That's all I want you to do for me. Tap that screen until the deadline is closed. We're here for another hour. This is one of the longest shows that we've had to do because of deadline. I mean, it's deadline day, of course. Charlie, thank you for the follow. If you're new, drop a follow so I can see it. So, all right. So let's see. Chris Wheeler has given us an update on Conor Gallagher. He said, understand that United did inquire about a loan for Conor Gallagher, but Atletico Madrid only willing to sell. In the end, United accept that they can't do everything in one window. Midfield is likely to be a priority in January. Absolutely. It's not fine. I do wish it was better, but still. Usman and Daniel Turner, thank you very much for the follows. And Real Rat, good to see you as well. That all but confirms we're not going to get a midfielder. If we do, it'll be so far out of the realms of what we assumed would be possible. But yeah. I think Sekou Kone might be one that we look at, though, when he's back from injury. OMS06, thank you for the follow as well. Fabrizio said we're not in talks with anyone and we got less than an hour left. I think we're done with our business, frankly. I do think we're done with our business. I'm here to see what other business gets done because I think that's very, very interesting. Oh, look at that. A 35,000 Indonesian rupiah. Love that. I've missed seeing that from Kenji. I've missed it. I don't know if I'm right in saying, Kenji, you were one of the first people to ever drop a super chat on the channel and you scared the living daylights out of me, as you do. But a W for Kenji. Appreciate you. He's injured, so I'm not that keen on it. Where's Luke? I haven't even seen Luke in this show yet. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's what everyone needs to be doing right now. Like at the show, subscribe if you are new. So we still need... yeah, I kind of understand what Johnny Hill was saying here in terms of the Bruno problems and some of the things that it would mean that we would have to do in terms of our recruitment, because I do think we did need a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? We did need a midfielder, but now it probably just says that Kobbie Mainoo is going to play a lot more game time, which I'm happy with. You know, Kobbie Mainoo is the one that we want to see. So Kobbie, I think, is going to be playing, and Remista, Thank you very much. I haven't seen your name in here before, so thank you very much for joining. You might have joined before, sorry. But he says, what is happening to Malasia? Is he going to train with the youngsters if he stays? Malasia, to be clear, we did have an option to let him go to Elche. They haven't stumbled up the fees that we were wanting in terms of a loan fee and with paying most of his wages. So at the moment, he's still here. But you guys need to remember the Turkish league and I think Saudi, their deadline is a week after. So I imagine that Onana could get a bid in, like Malasia could have a bid in, Bayindir could have a bid in, Bayindir probably. Casemiro, I don't know. We're not selling Casemiro. I can tell you that. 68 views. We fell off. We ain't fell off nowhere. What do you mean? Just because we ain't hit 100 all the time, don't worry. We are on 8,768 subscribers as well. It's just that this is a different time, so it's all good. Who are you saying? Kobe's our future. We need to support him all the way. I agree with you. Dev, what would you sell Kobe for? Like, just say the first number that comes to your mind. 110. United accept that they can't do everything in one window. Yeah, literally just said that from Chris Wheeler. Fan from Mauritius. Legends. Alexander Isak, someone named Alexander Isak has just joined the show. I want to say enjoy Liverpool, but you know what? No, I don't. I hope you have a horrid time. Okay, let's see if there's any more news. Yeah, it's just about the inquiry for Conor Gallagher. Honestly, not that deep. Not that deep whatsoever. Everyone seems to be wishing Antony all the best at Betis as well. How do you feel about that? Can I ask you this question? How do you feel? I'm just going to get his picture up. Oh, nope, not that. Save image. There you go. We're going to talk about him now because it's a deal that has absolutely fallen under the radar a little bit because it was the first one of the day. It happened while I was asleep. I think it happened at like 8 a.m. or something. So it was early in the day. But what do you really think, or what's your overriding opinion of this Antony deal? Like, how do you feel about him, and how do you feel about the deal in general? Let's get the likes. We're on 25,000. Can we hit 50k? We probably can. We're less than halfway through this show. Can we get 50k? Come on, let's get 50k likes. That'd be smashing. Michael Rumsey, thank you very much for the $5 donation saying, what do you think are the priorities in January and what are their likelihoods? I think a midfield priority is going to be huge. I think we'll still have similar problems to what we've been facing, but you'd hope the back three would kind of work a little bit better because really we haven't been outrunning midfield in any game this season. The problem has always been leaking goals and individual mistakes a lot of the time. But I think it's not like we're getting run through like a Ten Hag team or like the early stages of Amarin. We've done a lot better. So I would suggest that if Kobe and Ugarte don't get their act together, because I think they've been pretty poor so far this season. So Bruno's best game was the last game against Burnley. I thought Casemiro was good in that game as well. So overall, I think we can manage, but I think we'll get a midfielder in January, especially because the money will be amortized and it will be there. Do you know what I mean? But thank you, Michael Rumsey, for the love. I really appreciate it. Bro, what you think about selling Ugarte? No, absolutely not. Ten Hag sacked. Yeah, Ten Hag did get sacked, which I thought was kind of harsh, but it is what it is. I think it was all respectful, by the way. Antony and the board instead of like Sancho. I agree. Kenji says, I love Antony. He was young, but I think he'd keep his head down during a turbulent time and gave his all. Just a shame he's not Premier League material. Love the guy. Always points and kisses the badge. I have no real issues with Antony. Like, how do you guys feel about it? If you're on, yeah, Lammens has passed his medical. How are you feeling on TikTok about Antony? Just purely, what's your opinion on him? Get the lights going, by the way. Just keep double tapping the screen wherever you are. But yeah, let's all allow it, bro. Yeah, I thought that as well, Rizwan. I did think that, but he was gonna go to AC Milan, and then they pulled it because he failed the medical, which is crazy. Antony deserved his move to Betis. I agree. Still not 100% sure on the Rasmus deal. We'll talk about that in a second. Unproven potential about Antony. Ding dong, the freedom fighter's gone. Visser. What are you on about the thingy? Anyway, let's just on Antony. What are we saying? Any update on Cunha? I think he's fine. Good move for him. Yep. Wasn't prem quality, but good. But good luck to him. Antony would have been better if he was more mature. I agree with that. Come on, what's your opinion on him? What is your opinion on Antony? Let me know. Let me know. 50% sell on for Antony is huge. Yeah. Can I point out, just in case you don't know the deal, so we've sold him for 20 million euros with no 22 million euros, 3 million euros added on. So we are, and like it's a permanent sale. He's just going to go. So that's also like 120 to 150k off the wage bill, which is good, which is really good for us. But also, the thing with him is that he's going to go, and we've inserted a 50% sell on clause, but it's a 50% sell on clause of the overall value that they sell him for. So if they sell him for 20 million, we get 10. So whichever way you look at it, that's mad. It does depend on him going and not for free. But let's see what remains to happen after that. Because I know that Atletico Madrid were interested. If he has one more good season at Betis, he could go to Atletico Madrid. And their bargaining power isn't really good, so they'll take what money they can get. You're saying he's the third worst signing in history. Mad. That is crazy. I will back Amarim, but if we stuck with Ten Hag, I think we'd be higher in the league. I think we'd be higher in the league. I agree with you, but we'd be on a collision course to nowhere. The move to United was not the one to begin with. Had he proven himself in another Prem? Yeah, but then had he proven? To be fair, I was going to say had he proven himself, then we would have paid loads of money. We already did pay loads of money, so maybe you're right. Have we got a goalkeeper? We haven't got Martinez. We've got man like Senne Lammens. He's right there. Come on, you got to be happy with Senne Lammens. Let's face it. But yeah, we're talking about Antony for now. If there's anything else to really go on, I think that's really it. To be fair, when it comes to Antony, just get your opinions in there. I'm just going to look for another picture and look for something else for the rest of the other players that we're talking about. But yeah, we have 43 minutes left. We're not going to be signing anyone. I don't think. I just don't think we're signing anybody. Okay. Any chance of Baleba? Nah. That was already a tough one to do anyway. But Baleba was not going to happen. You know what I mean? Let's face it. That was always going to be very, very difficult. Is Lammens good on crosses or corners? Well, let's talk about him. All right. Let's talk about him. Dylan Shane, good to see you. Everyone, get your super chats in, get your likes in the show because we need more and more people in here because this is a big day for Manchester United. I don't think there's going to be anything else, frankly, but getting the bomb squad out is pretty huge. But here we go. Okay. We have Senne Lammens. This is it. Dev, it's over. What do you mean it's over? Firaz, I like you, yeah, but you're way too negative. I'm not going to lie. You're way too negative. We haven't got a midfielder, and I'm upset about that. But we got the whole bomb squad out. I think people are really underestimating how difficult it was to get everything done at once. Do you know what I mean? It was always going to be difficult. Sell Onana, sell by India. I don't know when, but sell them both and recall the goalkeeper who sent on loan to Bristol. I think that's the key for next season. That's what we're going to do. Ugarte, Cassie, Bruno, and Kobe is all we have. We do have Sekou Kone, who I think will get used. But brother, like, let's be honest. Yes, we wanted a midfielder. I get that. I think it's an oversight. I think we did need a midfielder for sure. Rizwan, why would you do that? There is no here we go. Why would you do that? Rizwan, I like you as well. But yeah. So it's not that big of a deal. But I do agree with what Goody Rides Honda said. Like, that would be sick to have there. No, he got it in the postseason, didn't he? But then I think he had an injury. He had a niggling injury, and now he's fractured his eye socket. So there's only so much we can really do. Do you know what I mean? So, brother, I hear what you're saying, but overlooking everyone else that we've got is mad. There are going to be games that we're going to struggle. There's going to be games where we dominate. Like Burnley, we just dominated. There was nothing to do with it. Was individual mistakes, individual errors, and we dominated that game. There was nothing to do with the midfield in that game. And I think this team is set up to beat some of the teams we couldn't beat last season more comprehensively, which I think we're going to be doing. But ultimately, I think we needed a midfielder. I agree. I think we might get one in January, and I think we'll get a big one in January. So let's just see. But to say we're cooked, to say we're this is just ridiculous. I think it's jumping in on the bandwagon with people. And if you are really that negative about Man United, then I don't see how you can like enjoy watching us. It doesn't make any sense. But honestly, I think there is going to be more. Midfielder was much more needed. No, I think a midfielder was more needed than a striker, maybe. But if we didn't get a striker, you'd say we need a striker. If we didn't get a goalkeeper, you say we need a goalkeeper. So the fact they've gone and got the goalkeeper they want is pretty massive. And let's be real. Look, like Kenji just put it in the chat. God, I miss Kenji doing this. I miss it so much when you do this, bro. I love it. Saying, oh, 30k. Love that. Thank you very much, Claire, for letting me know. Let's hit 50. Come on, 50k. Why not? clear out Ericsson, look, Ericsson's gone, Lindelof's gone, Evans gone, Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, Antony, Højlund, and Collier's out on loan. That's 10 players that have gone out on loan or have left the football club. And the wage, can I point out as well, the wages that we've saved between now and the end of the season is £46.7 million just saving in wages. So that's why I think you go to January and you get like that 20 million of the 40 saved. You can put that towards a good midfielder and amortize it. So I think that is probably what's going to happen here. And we forget that Garnacho, although it's not good amount of money, not good enough, it's still 40 million pure profit and a sell-on clause as well. Dev, we love the business this summer. 8 out of 10 transfer window. Got rid of the bomb squad and great improvements. Loved it. I think not having a midfielder is ruining my mind a little bit, but I give it a 7 or 8 out of 10 as well. A midfielder, 9 or 10, depending on who it was. Fulham have spent 75 million in 3 out. That's not the way you do your business. I'm not gonna lie. It's really not the way you do business. Like Fulham have had a mare this window because now, I know they've got a really good manager, they've got a good setup as well, so they should be fine. But to do that is actually mad to your manager. Yeah, do you know what's actually mad as well? Newcastle, who say to us, "Oh, you spend all your money. That's why players want you," or yada yada yada. They've splurged over £250 million in the summer. Third highest spenders behind Liverpool and Chelsea. Mad, innit? We should have haggled for Antony for a bit more. Absolutely not, because he wanted a severance package. So we've not paid a severance package. Just take that as a amount that we've saved. The severance package was like 6 million. So if we got 30 million instead of the 25, would you be happy? Or 33 million euros instead of 25, you'd be happy? It's essentially what we've got. It's just not brought in the same sort of way. Sorry, 85 million. That's mad. 7.5 midfield would have made it 8.5, hoping for a good January. Bears. A more experienced wingback would be nice. I would have liked, you know what, if we got Dumfries early in the window, that would have been nice. Bobby Love, thank you for the follow. If you're new, drop a follow. Wherever you are, drop a follow, subscribe. If you are new, wherever you're watching. Oh, don't even test me with this, Rizwan. You know how much I like Hayden Hackney. It's not going to happen. Josh Brownhill. What the hell is going on with people? But wherever, also, if you're on TikTok, by the way, I want to let you know that YouTube is definitely a massive focus for me this season, like doing postseason stuff, doing collabs, doing like breakdowns, all that sort of stuff. So if you're into that, please click the link in bio and come over and subscribe. We have hit 8,775 subscribers today, which is crazy. But I've also just done a real deep dive, like a 15-minute video on Senne Lammens, why I think he's a good signing. So please come over and check that out as well. Jay Nodge Baquette, thank you for the follow as well. Concado Turco, thank you. Wharton, we're not signing Wharton. Because I think Crystal Palace will just think that they're annoyed. Did you hear that Isak paid 5 million of his own money to get to Liverpool? What does that mean though, Ryan? Is it that he was going to get certain money from them? I don't know. I agree with that. Richard Rios was a big oversight. Dev, why do you think we could dominate a game, make a lot of shots, however the opponent could make minimal offensive shots and scores? It's because it's always been individual errors. Like if you look at the game against Burnley, both of their goals, Dallo goes to sleep, poor defending, I have to say. And, those things just do happen in football games. But Bayern flopped another easy parry. Like either parry it away or claim it. Like you don't go like that to catch a ball when it's that close to you. You bring it into your chest. He did it, but he was poor. He made a mistake. Like Onana made 2 mistakes against Grimsby. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Of course you get mentioned. Listen, if you drop a follow in the show and I notice it, you get mentioned. And if you come over to YouTube, right, link in bio, come over to YouTube, subscribe, and let me know in the chat, you get not just a mention. We'll put you on the screen, your comment, and you get a little clap. So go on. What would you rate Lammens as a signing out of 10? Not seen too much of him. Ooh, that's a good question. What do you guys rate it? And Blake, yeah, I agree. I think De Ligt might be first, though. Been a terrible transfer window compared to teams around us. I disagree. I totally disagree. Considering who we've let go, I think it's been massive. People saying, go on, rate Lammens out of 10 as a signing. Got 8, 7, 5? That's not fair. 5 is crazy. 7? Alexander, United are like a broken bridge. Right now, there is a beginning and there is no middle. Yes. 7, 6, 8, 8. I think 8. I think 8 is very fair. Soham, he's not a 1. Don't be silly. Lammens is a 7. Yeah, 7 or 8. I think that's pretty fair. I'm not going to lie. Reason why, because we haven't seen him play. Well, go watch him play. Do you know what I mean? You know this whole week in, week out bullshit, right? Can I point out? Okay, let me. What do you guys rate? I don't know, Matt Sells, or what do you rate Alphonse Areola? Like you watch them week in, week out, but you don't actually analyze them, do you? Like go and analyze his performances. Then I think he's good. Soham, I've lost your last message. So can you put it in there again, please, mate? DBDZGD, thank you for the follow. Dallow's errors is inevitable and he plays every week. I know. 6 out of 10 if they use him at a backup. 10 out of 10 if he's a starter. And then I don't have to see Bayindir and Onana. True. Emi Martinez would have been horrible. Not horrible. I think it would have been the bad choice, though. Premier League can be different and difficult for some young players. Yeah, I see that. Someone's mentioned Morgan Rogers again. If he goes to Liverpool, my God. Please tell me he hasn't. David Ornstein has reported that Man City have completed the signing of Gianluigi Donnarumma, or they're set to complete it. Goalkeeper arrives with Edison going to Fenerbahce. They're just putting the finishing touches on the deal. Yeah, that's going to happen, though, isn't it? That's absolutely going to happen. Let's go to Fabrizio. Let's see what he's saying. Lil, what are you saying about Rogers? Because I'm not actually seeing anything about him. And I'm hoping I don't, frankly. He hasn't tweeted in 11 minutes. I'm scared. Would you take Dumfries and a midfielder instead of Seshko? Ooh. Probably, yeah. Yeah, genuinely, probably, yeah. What, you're saying United are going to beat City 2-1? What? Well, we're going to have 2 new goalkeepers starting that game, innit? Which is pretty mad. Kristantos Uche is in Palace to sign a new deal. That's mad. Apparently, we've agreed a season-long loan deal with Harry Amas to go to Sheffield Wednesday. Has anyone seen that? Wednesday's a weird one because haven't they got a problem with their players at the minute? I don't know. I really don't know. Still looking at all of these. What's the most concerning signing we have made for you? Concerning? Probably Seshko. Seshko's the most concerning because I don't know what to expect from him. Same with Lammens, but it is difficult. And look at this from Kenji. Kenji, we love you with the stats, man. Goals conceded, 32 shots faced, 161 saves, approximately 132. His save percentage is 81.4%. That's elite levels for anywhere in Europe. Let's face it. Really good levels for anyone. Throwing Lammens into a Manchester derby, not a fan. We did it with Evra. Evra, like, struggled, but it did all right. Yeah, Amas to Wednesday happened. Really? I find that... I thought Wednesday are in financial troubles or something. I think that's a weird one to have Sheffield Wednesday get Harry Amas. I'm not going to lie. One player I wish we never let go and let the manager go was David De Gea. Nah, David De Gea was about time to go. Apparently, Liverpool are trying to get Morgan Roberts. I'm not hearing it from any real sources except you guys. So where are you guys hearing that? Why hasn't Man United app posted Lammens? Probably haven't taken his pictures yet. Or we're doing it now. Lammens is great for development, says Ardink3. Bearing in mind, if you want to be featured on the show, all you got to do is drop a cheeky super chat, or you can become a member so it gets highlighted and it helps me see things easier. But Lammens is great for improvement. He's got huge potential and he's already got his basic goalkeeping fundamentals cleared, unlike other goalkeepers at the club, but we should be handled with care. Absolutely. And you know what? That is essentially what I've said in my video. So I completely agree. JB, thank you for the heart. How has Lammens arrived already? Bro, he's been here for a while. He's been here for a while. It's the Belgian league, Farmer. Nah, disagree. I think it's a good league, but if you're a goalkeeper, you do need to do your best with it. And he says, Dylan Shane says, Dev, I need you to read this next message. Okay, I'm going to read it. What's going on with Malacia? We tried to get a deal sorted with Lecce. They wouldn't stump up the money we needed. So, yeah, think he might stay. Nick White says Lammens isn't going to be allowed to learn his trade. It's going to be tough. Fans and media are going to hunt him, and it's going to hurt. Hurt to watch. Do you think he will start straight away? I don't think he'll start straight away, to be honest. Slow Sports News says, Dev, check my tweet I just sent you. Okay. Let's see. Where have you sent it? Have you sent it on Twitter? Because I'm looking at it now and I can't see anything, mate. Unless, is it here? No, mate, I can't see anything. You're going to have to do it on Twitter. I can't see it, bro. It might come through in a second. I'll just keep refreshing it. I can't see anything. Would you prefer John Victor? No. I watched John Victor. I didn't like even his best highlight reels. I didn't like what I saw. I'm waiting on what Dylan Shane was going to say. Alex Alexander said, honestly speaking, we signed potential that can save us millions through the years, 10 to 12 years. But at this moment, low-key, we need a Martinez sober. I hear what people are saying on that front, but I'm quite happy to bank on it. And then we're getting Vitek as well. Yep, thank you, Bradley. It's just not happening, is it? But thank you for that nonsense. Amal, I don't know why you guys are doing this because we all want the same thing. So why would you put fake news in here? It's very odd. Everyone stop spamming as well because you're putting the same thing. Amrim should be flexible, sub another midfielder on for one of the attacking midfielders like he did in Sporting versus City and drop that midfielder in, or have the central centre-back slide up in the midfield for a 3 versus 3. I think that's what he wants to do though, isn't it? And let's be honest, Lisandro Martinez will help him do that too. So I do think, like, yes, it would be nice to have a bit more, like in terms of, I think we needed a midfielder. I think we needed another midfield option, but it's tough. If anyone is a mod in here, can we stop the spamming? Or can, guys, I'll just tell you now, stop spamming the chat. It's jarring. Thank you very much, Kenji. Bradley, one more fake news and you can go as well because you're jarring. Are you 4 years old, mate? Slow Sports News, what are you saying? Wait, have you sent it through? I'm still waiting, bro. I can't see anything. I'm looking at my requests. I'm looking at everywhere. It's not there. Martinez renewed with Aston Villa. Yeah, I know. I knew he would do as well. United cannot keep investing in potential. Yes, we can. Yes, mate. I sent it to DM too. Why can't I see it? This is weird. Maybe if I just come out of it and come back in. That's really odd. We're also on 8,781 subscribers. You know what? Oh my God, if 19 of you now click the link in bio, subscribe, and come over to YouTube, join the show on YouTube as well, because I can see all the chats much more clearly here, then we can hit 8,800 today. That'd be sick. The link is in the bio. Go ahead, please. That'd be amazing. Would you take Lavia on loan? Yeah, but to be fair, he's always injured, so maybe not. Maybe not. Adrian Rabiot has gone to AC Milan. I didn't even clock that. That was from yesterday. Wow. Any midfield rumors? Nope. When are we announcing Lammens? Soon. Wish Lammens is match fit. He probably is. And we've got the thingy, haven't we? We've got the break. We've got the international break, so I think he's going to be fine, really. Okay. We've got 26 minutes left of this deadline day, by the way. And I'm going to get up Sky Sports to see if they know anything, because it's rare. Sometimes they do something. And I like their deadline day coverage, to be fair. It's just one story after the next. Yeah, we're waiting on official confirmation for the Lammens deal, but it's done. Gahidel collapsed. It hasn't collapsed yet, not officially. It's not collapsed officially yet. Because he has undergone his medical. So let's see. Ooh, Ten Hag. Oh my God. Can I read this to you guys? Ten Hag has just released a little statement. Dev, look who's here. Who's here? Is Luke here? Oh, fat and lazy guy. Legend. What's up, mate? Appreciate ya. Is Luke here as well? Oh, we got the boys are back. Love getting a notification. You never do, innit? I don't know why they hate you like that, but I love you. Have had Scan for a few hours, been useful. Yeah, it's been pretty decent, to be fair. I do care. I always care. I was just checking. Brother, I'm doing 4 things at once. But let me read this out to you because I won't be able to share the screen because it gets a bit weird. But Ten Hag has responded to the decision for them to sack him. This is against Bayer Leverkusen. He said, the decision by Bayer Leverkusen this morning to put me on leave of absence came as a complete surprise. To part ways with a manager after just 2 league matches is unprecedented. This summer, many key players who were part of last season's successes left the squad. Building a new cohesive team is a careful process that requires both time and trust. A new coach deserves the space to implement his vision, set the standards, shape the squad, and leave his mark on the style of play. I started this job with full conviction and energy, but unfortunately, the management was not willing to grant me the time and trust I needed, which I deeply regret. I feel this was never a relationship built on mutual trust. Throughout my career, every season I've been able to see come through to the end as a coach has brought success. He's not wrong. He's actually not wrong. Clubs that place their trust in me have been rewarded with success and silverware. He's not wrong. Finally, I would like to thank Bayer Leverkusen supporters for their warmth and passion, and I wish the squad and staff every success. You know what? That's a very fair statement from him. That is a very, very fair statement. Still yet to miss alive. Fairs, bro. And I agree with what Luke is saying here. I think the sacking of Ten Hag is disgraceful. What do you guys think, actually, about the sacking of Ten Hag? I think it's very unfair. I think it's really, really unfair. Yeah, Slow Sports News. Oh, okay, cool. I got you now. Oh, yeah, I know that. Slow Sports News. I've literally been... I have already reported on that. I've already mentioned that, but I appreciate you doing that. Official Rasmus joins Napoli. We knew that anyway, though, didn't we? We did. We knew that was going to happen. So that's a good bit of business, to be fair, for him. And yes, we've just announced that Rasmus Højlund has completed a loan move to Napoli for the rest of the season. Obviously, we know it's with an obligation to buy. But yeah, and I think he'll do very, very well. Very well. Hang on. I'm just going to do a little tweet. So I hope you guys agree with what I'm posting with this, but I've just said this is as a retweet of Manchester United agreeing the deal to take Rasmus Højlund to Napoli. I've said he's a consummate professional who wasn't ready for the Man United berth, but it will kill it in Italy. He goes with our best wishes. Go and smash it, Rasmus. I can't be unfair to him. You know, I do think he's a good lad. I really do. Yeah, I agree as well. Soham, what did you say? Yeah, bro. Enough. Sorry, I missed a lot of the stream. Annoyed now. Don't worry, bro. We're still here for until the end of the deadline, so don't worry. And I think there's still quite a lot happening as well. Please tell him I send good wishes. I love that. People think I know these players. I'll let him know. Gutted about Rasmus. Would like to see him only on loan and come back. Yeah, but fair enough to him. He'll do well. I have a feeling Amram is not going to start Lammens. He'll probably start Onana. I'll be honest, he'll start Onana in the derby. That's what I think will happen. No midfielder is a disgrace. I agree with you, Luke. I do agree with you, but I'm not letting that taint the entire window. I think there's many good things. There's more good things about the window than bad. Far more. Have you met any of our players before? Not current ones. No, I haven't actually. His perfectly valid treatment of Ronaldo. No players bigger than the club. Yeah, exactly. What are people talking about in Erik Ten Hag? He wasn't wrong with that. I'll be real. Windows are 6 still. I disagree, Luke. Luke, I think you're being harsh. You know, it's tied to your opinion, but I think you're being very harsh there. Then again, I'm giving it like a 7 or 8, so it's not that much of a difference. But I think a 7 or 8 because the bomb squad is gone. You can't say that everyone expected every single one of those players to go. Do you know what I mean? Like what? Also, thoughts on Palace worrying about Glasner working if Gehi leaves. I think that's a real thing. It's not a 5 out of 10 though, is it? How is it? Is it only a 5 out of 10 because you want a midfielder? Is seriously that where we're at? Please get some help. Come on. Uh, Gone, but no doubt back next year, only loans. Yeah, but we couldn't get it's the fact of how you have to remember. You know these clubs that everyone like these clubs that are selling players. It's because they're not on stupid wages. Sancho's on 270 grand a week or 250 grand a week. Rashford is 350. We can't just sell these players. Do you know what I mean? We have to be smart. And INEOS, I think, have been smart. I think INEOS have been very, very good. Happy with them. It's a 7 because of the sales made. If those sales weren't made, then it's a 3 or 4. I agree. I completely agree with you there. I don't like this. Amram doesn't like watching pens and gets all this stick. Neither did Klopp. Yeah, facts, bro. I said this yesterday, didn't I? I swear. If this transfer window is 5 out of 10, what was last year? That what, a 2. You know what I mean? Lammens is coming. Don't worry. Who would you rather have, Sandy Lemons or buying deer? Dylan, that's jokes. Dylan, that's funny. 8 out of 10 at least. I give it a 7 out of 10. I think a 7 is fair. It has to be a 6 because we should have had Lammens done weeks ago. We needed another goalkeeper, main or backup, and I wouldn't. No, I kind of I get what you're saying. It is your opinion. You're entitled to it. Do you know why I say it's a bit harsh? Is because I think we wanted the deal to be right for Lammens. The deal wasn't right then. And the fact that can I say, do you know what I'm really surprised of? And you guys I'm just going to say you have to agree with me on this because it is just fact. The fact that we've waited till the end of the window and still got the deals we want. Do you know what I mean? The Antony thing, we didn't pay the severance package. We still got the money that we were going to get it for him a couple of days ago, and that's gone through. Sancho to leave on loan and just get most of the wages out the door. Good. And I think we're getting a loan fee as well. It hasn't been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure we're getting one, like Romano said. To get Lammens in for 18.7 million is mad because if add-ons don't count in my head because if you achieve them, you're worth it. Do you know what I mean? So that's another thing. It's like these things are good. These are all really good things, and these have all happened on the same day. Like, so we usually always wait until the end of the window and then make a mistake. We waited to the end of the window so that we can get the money we want. We've been smart. The diet is working. The salad's starting to have an effect, but you can still see all those cheeseburgers. Who are you on about? Who are you on about? Do you think we took longer to get Lammens as they wanted to give Binder a chance? There's an element of that. Maybe there is an element of that. But they saw what happened and we went and got the play we wanted. Compared to the Glazers, it's an 8 out of 10 window. Compared to what it should have been, I can push a 6.5. I hear you, though. Compared to the Glazers, I think it's a 9 window. Let's be honest. Because the Glazers would have kept everyone and they would have overpaid. I think we overpaid for Seshko. I said that at the time. But if he comes good, then we haven't. Who do you think for CDM, Kamara and Nagume? I'm telling you now, Lamine Kamara is a player that I'm going to be watching like a hawk this season because I really want to see what he's about. I want Hackney like my next breath. I think he's brilliant. Let's go. What's happened with Martinez? Yeah, he's gone. Also, if you're on TikTok, let's get the likes up. We can hit 50K. I think we can hit 50K. So come on, all you got to do is double tap. Keep double tapping the screen. Just tap, 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 tap. And it'll bring more United fans in here. So come on. Tap the screen for me. Hackney to Man United. Here we go in January. That could happen. I think we're getting a midfielder in January no matter what. I do think we're getting a midfielder in January. This window is definitely more for selling than buying as part of the rebuild and the money generated backs it. Yep. Long stream. Yeah, this is the longest one we've had. This is going to be, well, I'm still on for another 15 or so, well, 20 odd minutes. We do need a midfield now, I hear you, but we can kind of, I'm not happy with it, but we can live with who we have for now, but get someone big in January. I just have high expectations of incomings, and you know how much I hate the midfield dev. Yeah, facts. I'm with you, bro. Is Soham doing a madness? Soham's doing too much today. Oh, what about, oh no, okay, that's fine. Sorry, I jumped on you there. It's finalized already. It's just not been announced, but it's finalized already. Okay, let me go on to my little Twitter here and see what everyone is saying because, yeah, it's pretty big. We're hearing nothing about midfielders, I'll be honest. Nothing. There you go. Napoli have announced Rasmus Højlund. €6 million loan fee plus 44 million buy option clause to become mandatory if they reach Champions League, which they will. I think they're going to be brilliant, man. I think Rasmus is going to do so well over there. I'm going to miss him. I'm a little bit sad. Seeing him leave, I'm a little bit sad. But we haven't, done anything else. We haven't that's just going to not really affect the way the squad has been looking so far. Uh, yeah, and that's really it. I'm gonna keep refreshing, see if there's anything new, but oh man, that's shocking. We have to deal with Agartha for another half season. Honestly, I don't think it's that deep. Javi Galan to Nottingham Forest. The deal is collapsing because they haven't got the documents. All right, don't know what that means. Don't know who Javi Galan is. Uh, Sancho still looks like it's moving, so that's fine. Briel Mbolo has gone to Rennes. He was going to be one of the best, It's such a shame. Yeah, Rasmus, never in doubt. And I don't think there's going to be too much more. We've got 15 minutes left. So who do you guys want? What do you guys think will happen towards the end? Dev, do you think Mazraoui could be tried at DM with Kobe and Mount next game? Bruno will play Cam as Cunha got injured. Could it work? I don't think so. I think Dallow's got a better shout of being there. And I don't even mind letting Martinez be one of the centre-backs that pushes forward. I think that could be a good shout as well. Let's go. No hate here. Just pity that someone with that much ability has thrown it all away. What a waste. What are you saying, SDR? Who are we talking about there? I'm just going to say it's Sancho. Went to the field the other day and saw someone with a Garnacho jersey. Bro, I would have ripped it off of him. I wouldn't have, but still. We will sign a new puppy in the next 15 minutes. No, we won't. No, we won't, Soham. And no, we won't, Bradley. I know you want it, but Fez. I will say I'm impressed with INEOS for the outgoings, but I despise Sancho for literally stopping Martinez's swap deal because he refused to go permanently. What else can you do, though, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think INEOS, you have to be fair. Like, what else can you do? In the circumstances, I think they've done really, really well. That is my honest opinion. And I'm a United fan. I want the best for the club more than any sort of thing. Like, I want the best. What's up, Emmanuel? Harry Maguire at centre mid. Farhan, thank you for the follow. If you're new, by the way, drop a follow. Let's get these likes going. Let's see if we can get to 50k because that'll be sick and get the lights going. We've only got like 12 minutes to hit 50k. We can do it. All you got to do is keep tapping the screen. Tap the screen. It brings more United fans in and keep going. That'd be amazing. Maguire at striker. Why not? What's up, Jamie? Midfield prediction for the derby. It's going to be Casemiro and Bruno, I'm afraid. I just know it is. I just know it will be. Unless Cunha's injured and Bruno plays further forward, then probably Casemiro and Ugarte, which does work. Like it has worked in big games before. Jack, I'm not happy. Bear in mind, this doesn't mean I'm happy with it. I just think that's what's going to happen. Jack Young, what do you think of Tyler Fredrickson? I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. That's my honest opinion. Who are your top 3 midfield targets for January? Hayden Hackney, Lucian Agume, Lamine Kamara. I really want to watch Lamine Kamara this season. I'm going to be watching him like a hawk. I think he's going to be huge. Do we have, I think that means Senne Lammens, not been announced yet by the club, but yeah. Tracy Hickey, I think you're right. I do think you're right. Yep, I hear you, Luke. I do hear that. I do. Antony confirmed. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Thank you, Slow Sports News. I appreciate you keeping me informed. Everyone seems to agree with my thoughts on Rasmus as well. So fair enough. All the best to him, man. Yeah, and Antony has moved to Betis in a permanent transfer. So fair enough to him. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough. Yvonne Myberg, thank you for the follow as well. We're nearly at 40k likes. We're smashing this 50k. I can feel it. I can feel that we're smashing this 50k. So please do it. Thank you for the gifts. So just for, do you actually type that fast? Yeah. I don't even think that's that fast. But we have um yeah, so we've just announced that Antony to move to our Betis. I'm coming back on the YouTube chat, by the way. Guys, just keep your chats coming in. Get a super chat in because it gets highlighted, but don't put stupid amounts of money in it. Just so I can see it when I come back because there's a lot to come back to. But I said as a retweet of Manchester United saying that Antony's gone to Betis on a permanent deal. I've said this could have gotten sticky, but I'm glad that INEOS dug their heels in not to pay a severance. But before, the old regime would have bent over and we would suffer for it, but this lot have remained firm, and this mindset will keep us in good stead moving forward. Like, it's not really about Antony leaving, it's just about that we don't have to think it. What's Luke saying? Sorry, just dreaming. What did you say, Luke? Rude Van... Oh, just allow me, bro. Allow me, Luke. You know I love him. It's all of the bomb squad are out except Terrell Malacia, which is mad. How Malasia's not gone. Do you think Dorgu is good enough? I think he's good enough for right now, yeah. Only 20 million quid. Like, it's a good deal. Aja, thank you for the follow. We're going to hit this 50k. I can feel it on TikTok, We're absolutely going to hit it. We're on 43 now. Amazing. I do, Luke. You know I do. Of course I do. Antony has joined Betis, yeah. So they've also confirmed that, yeah, it's a £19 million fee plus 4.3 in add-ons, total package of about £23 million, which is good. And also, the 50% sell-on fee is a net sell-on fee. Nothing to do with profit. I tell you what surprised me, Burnley have just signed, I've said this now, fat and lazy guy, we need you here. Burnley has just signed a guy called Florentino Luiz from Benfica. I think that's a really good signing, that. I'm not saying I'd want him, but I think he could do a job. I think that's a really smart signing from them. 45k, 5 more K, and we are going up. Bang Average Darts, thank you for the follow. If you're new, drop a follow. Free shout out in the TikTok live. But also, you know what? I'm going to ask you all now, please come over and subscribe on YouTube because we are on 8,787 subscribers. If 13 of you come over, we hit 8,800. That'd be lit. That'd be so good. Is Lammens in? Yeah, he's in. It's not been announced by the club, but he is in. We know it. Look, they're announcing all the sales. They're going to bring him. It's going to happen soon. Don't worry. And yep, Rob Dawson, ESPN, says that Man United have made no payment to Antony to settle the remainder of his contract. He's just gone. Yeah. I subscribed. You didn't shout out. You didn't mention it. Thank you, Gideon. I appreciate you. I think we got Lammens and Dorgu for around 40 million. We have. That's exactly what we've done. Dev, this is a random one, but what do you think about Lewis Jackson being moved into senior squad? Didn't even know. So I'll check that out. It infuriates me to know that United are just sat celebrating this window when clubs are still reinforcing. Yes, but the clubs that are reinforcing are doing it because they are desperate. This is this desperate deadline day antics a lot of the time. Comps, thank you for the follow. Subscribe, sorry. So I'm not that worried about that. We just want, as Man United fans, a bit more, don't we? We do want a bit more, and I hear that. But guys, if we got the midfielder, then it would have just been, that would have been a 9 or 10 out of 10 window. So you can't go from a 6 to a 10 based on one. This is a joke, Dev. I'm usually positive around United, but this is a joke. Steve, what's a joke? Are you guys actually that hard pressed that we haven't got a midfielder? I know we need one, but guys, you need to really check yourselves, I think. I think you need to check yourselves. We could have got Lammens and Martinez for like 40 mil. I've seen some details have come out, by the way, of Martinez's new contract. It's 6 figures, high 6 figures, nowhere near what Lammens is on. So we've dodged a bit of a bullet there wage-wise. Reckon Obi Martinez is going to start games? I think he'll come on. I don't think he'll start many games, though. EAQ, appreciate the follow. Yes, we need an 8 as our most crucial part of style, and we haven't got one. Well, we have got one. They're just not playing very well. But honestly, I think we are going to have to struggle in that area of the pitch. But I think, do you know what I do think is going to happen, though? You know the system that we've got with the 3 at the back? I think having Lisandro Martinez back will allow us to actually start pushing through the midfield a lot better. And I think he'll jump up and he'll do a lot more. So I think he'll be good. I think our centre-backs are doing well. Yoro and Lisandro Martinez and Delict, that's a really good back line that can drop into midfield and have someone drop into them. So I don't think it's that bad. I'm not happy with just our options in midfield. I'm not. I really wanted to see us get another midfielder in. I did. But to say that that ruins the window, I think it's just ridiculous. I really do. Hope you're well. Any update on Cunha's injury? Yeah, he walked out without crutches, without assistance, without limping. He's going to be fine. If Mainu plays more, I'm all right with it, to be honest. I think Mainu is going to play a lot more. Do you know what I mean? I also think Xerxes will play a lot more. I really think Heaven, Maz, Dallo, Licha, Yoro would be all great to push a centre-back forward into midfield. I agree with you, Dylan. I do. Dallo, no. The other ones, yeah. Striker in the midfield in January, yeah. Oh, appreciate you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Yo, we hit 50k. No. Okay, everyone, TikTok, if you're on YouTube, TikTok, stop commenting and just get a little clap. Let's just get a little clap going. Oh, 50k likes. That is mad. 50k likes is crazy. Thank you guys, man. Oh, we're good. We're good. Thank you, Luke. Angelo Stiller was never going to happen. Don't worry. I appreciate you all, man. Thank you so much for the love. Ryan Slattery, thank you. I do. How many likes are we on YouTube, by the way? I need to see. There's 64 people watching right now. 78 likes. Can we hit 100? Oh my God, can we get 100 likes? That would be so good. That would be perfect. That would just be a perfect end to the day. Do you know what I mean? Can we get 100 likes on YouTube? Guys, if you prefer listening on TikTok, totally up to you. Just keep liking the video, keep doing what you're doing. But if you can, come over to YouTube, subscribe, join the live show and like the video because we've now hit 8,790 subscribers. We were on 8,750 when we started. 40 subscribers in one show. But please, if you can come over and subscribe, 10 of you can come over, click the link in bio, subscribe. We'll hit 8,800. That's mad. Thank you, Dylan, who's just come over from TikTok. Really appreciate you. What's my opinion on Sunderland's transfer window? Best window of anybody so far. Relative to where they are and who they've bought, best window of anyone so far, except maybe Liverpool. I just didn't want to say Liverpool. But fairs. I think they're incredible. Next FM stream, sometime this week. During the international break, I'll be doing quite a lot of gaming streams, to be fair. Like me and Chloe will be doing quite a lot. Don't agree with Tyler Fredrickson not being good enough. If anyone deserves time as our academy, no, I think he deserves time. I just don't think he's good enough to be a starter. That's my opinion. I've not seen enough of him, enough when he's played in order to be, to feel confident in it. I don't. Liverpool are the literal definition of greed. Facts. Opinion on Ten Hag getting sacked so soon. It was interesting to see what he wrote earlier today and what he released, but it is what it is. I don't think he was great, but it is what it is. And guys, we've got 2 minutes left of the window. That's it. It's pretty much going to be gone. And I'm going to do a little video. I'm going to do a couple of videos on YouTube. Thank you, Tony. I'm going to do a couple of videos on YouTube and TikTok, like short videos to round off the transfer window. But overall, I think this is a pretty solid one. Again, I'm giving it a 7. I'm giving it a 7 or 8. 7.5, I think, is fair. I think we needed a midfielder, I do, to get to the 9 or 10s. But 7.5, I'll take. The sales, brilliant. Just to get them all out is incredible. Because then that breeds... it brings more spaces into the squad because we can then give professional contract to some of our good young players like Mantato or like an Abragamov or any of these. So I think it'll be good. It's not 6. I disagree. What's going to be Liverpool starting 11? Couldn't care less, to be honest. Bring in a crazy youth prospect. It has to be Sekou Kone, though. Sekou Kone needs to be playing more football. He does. If you wanted United to sign a midfielder, who would it be? Honestly, I wanted a couple. I wanted Hayden Hackney more than anybody else, I think. But that, I believe, is it. The transfer window has closed. It is over. There's loads that need to be confirmed, but there's going to be some deal sheets that will be put through. But it looks like we've got the players that we wanted. So let's see. Like, Liverpool haven't announced Isak yet. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool haven't announced Isak. Now rated out of 10, I'm still giving it a 7.5. We're signing Desiree Doué. Man, dog, what are you on about? I wanted Joao Gomez from Wolves. Chris, I like him as well. I really like him, actually. Yes, time to sleep. Genuinely, it is. Finally, shut that bloody window, letting all the heating out. Hey, Luke. I like that one. That's funny. I'm going to keep you updated with everyone. But just so you know, there's a long list of transfers that haven't been sorted yet that are just going to get announced. But it hasn't been fully sorted yet. Mandog, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate you all very, very much. Yeah, there's nothing else. We're not getting a midfielder. Simajai, I'll be real. Yes. From what I know, Senne Lammens has already signed his contract. Oh, thank you for that gift. That's pretty crazy. Where are we at, though, in terms of likes on this video? Where are we at? We're on 94. 6 more likes. Come on. Or 5 more likes now. Come on. 5 more likes and we get 100. That'd be a great way to end the show. We're on 54,000 likes on TikTok, by the way. That is unreal. That is absolutely unreal. Kenji, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining, mate. I tried to do it a bit earlier for you guys as well, but thank you so much for joining. Don't end the live. You're on like 95 likes. Not leaving yet. You got to like and subscribe. Everybody. Mandog, thank you very much. CR, thank you. Windows closed? Yeah, Dan, all closed. There's still deals that need to be completed, but there's not going to be anything that's like crazy. Nothing that we haven't already heard about. So yeah, the window is closed. I'm just going to see if there's any more updates from our point of view. Yeah, Lammens needs to be announced. Like Sancho needs to be announced. All of them do. $100 likes on YouTube. Did we get it? Yay. I think we might have done it. Let's have a look. I'm going to refresh. Let's see where we're at. 99 we're on. We still need one more. Who's going to get the 100 like? Hey, man, we won the last one, actually. Already liked. Appreciate you, Dylan. Now we're entering my favorite part of the show, which will only be exclusive to YouTube now, because this is how we end every single YouTube show, where we just have like 5 or 10 minutes just having some random questions. So that's what I'm going to do. But before we do that, we've hit 100 likes. This is what we love. And this is what I'm saying. We hit 56,000 likes on TikTok, which is huge. Now we're on 101 on YouTube. It's so much harder to grow on YouTube. Like, it is a real graft in order to do it. But for you guys to come over and do what you do is really helpful. Josh, thank you for the follow. And guys, this is going to be me done on TikTok now. So I really appreciate everything that you've been doing. I appreciate all the support on all the videos and everything. So if you guys want to stay on for another 5 to 10 minutes, click the link in bio and subscribe. But more importantly, that man there is our signing of the day. It's going to be one of the most exciting signings of the summer. And I've explained why. I think it's going to be really important for Manchester United. And I've put a long form video of him, about 15 minutes long, over on the YouTube channel. So go over, subscribe. And because we are on now, also 8,794 subscribers. If 6 of you come over, we hit 8,800 for the day. We started the day on 8,650 or something. So please, that would be amazing if you can come over and do that. Like up the show when you get there. General Jen, appreciate the follow. And everyone, Scott Collins, appreciate the follow as well. But yeah, click the link in bio, come over and subscribe. Get in that Senne Lammens video. Get in the comments because I respond to every single one. Thank you all so much for joining me for what has been pretty boring deadline day for us towards the end. It was good at the start of the day. We got all the business we needed to do, except the midfielder, which I'm not happy with. But the ones that we thought would get over the line the bomb squad has been dismantled. We've got a new goalkeeper, and that is Manchester United's team for the rest of the season. Come over to YouTube, subscribe, check out my video on Senne Lammens, and I will see you on the next video. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I mean, there we go. Now let's get to this. So yeah, just random questions. You guys know the drill. Random questions, bring them in. What's my opinion on the dude that does not cut his hair until 5 straight wins? Get him in the channel, Dev. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy as well. We follow each other, United Strand. We follow each other. He's a nice guy. Initially, I'll be honest, I thought it was a gimmick and I didn't like it. It was just a bit attention seeking, and now people have copied him, and it is attention seeking. But he seems like a nice guy, and he knows his stuff. To be fair, Luke, what were you saying? Goldbridge said the window's been a shambles. Thoughts? I think he's full of crap. As usual, I think he's full of crap. I think he's been saying that about, he said it about Lammens and not getting Martinez. He's saying all sorts of crap. I think he's nonsense. I think he's full of crap. So I don't take in anything he says. The fact he thinks it's a bad window probably tells you it's a good one. Betis tried to do us dirty. I'm glad he didn't get the Severage package as well. Exactly. My favorite movie or show. My favorite movie of all time is Django. My favorite show at the moment I'm watching with Chloe is Breaking Bad. Love it. Dev, apart from football, do you watch any other podcasts? Recently, I've been watching Chits and Gigs. Another favorite of mine is Mr. Who's the Boss Tech Review. Honestly, no, I don't. I mean, I watch not podcasts, but I watch creators in like the football cards and shirt space, like collectible space. Other than that, not really, no. Just moved on TikTok and subscribed. Appreciate you, Ethan. Where are we at with that then? We're on 4 more subscribers and we could have hit it, but it is what it is. All good. We might hit that today. Who's been my outstanding transfer this window? Still Cunha. Cunha's still the best one by far. Agreed, Mustafa, because I'm pretty sure I am. So yeah. Get your questions in. Get any final thingies in. Get any final like super chats or any final memberships in. Yesterday, if you missed it, Simon dropped a super. We got 5 additional members come in. We've also got 2 more subscribers, and we would have hit 8,800 live. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. But no worries at all. Now I'm just going to see where that Senne Lammens video has gotten to, because so far that's been one of my best performing videos. We've got 1.3k views on that, which is sick. I think it is my best performing. It is my best performing video in the first 6 hours for forever. We've got 85 likes, 47 comments. So if you guys can as well, we're on 8799. 8799. Guys, can you share this with your friends or someone? Let's get 88. Let's get 88. God, I was on TikTok for a while there. That was a lot of thingies as well. That was a lot of likes coming through there, which was sick. Just checking how the videos are done. The Lammens, here we go, has done well. So everyone seems to be happy that he's come in. Would you play Lisandro as a 6, as Luke Shaw seems okay at left centre-back? I probably wouldn't, no. I think just having him as the back 3 and letting him push forward, I think is the way to go. Saying you are the 6, I'm not sure. I know he played that way at Ajax, but that was before 2 big injuries, so nah. Oh, everyone, drop some love to Paul in the chat. Drop some love to Paul right now, who has just become a member. Come on. Dev, if you could experience any moment in history, what would it be? Oh, any moment? As in be there to experience it? I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. That's a really good question. I need to think about that. Everyone, welcome Paul. Paul Fielding, new member of the Dev FC community. Thank you, Paul, for joining. Really appreciate you. Rank all of United's summer signings. I'm going to go with Cunha, Mbermo, Lammens, Sesko. I think Sesko's the worst one. I'll be honest. I think Sesko's a good player, but in terms of the amount of money and things, I'm going Lammens above him. I think he represents better value. For me, it's all about value. I want to say thank you for making every live stream a pleasure to watch. Much love. I appreciate you, Claire, as well. I see you in the TikTok. I see you on here. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Oh my God, no. That's it. The 99 final. If it's football, it's that. 1,000,000%. I would have loved to have been there when Ahmad scored against Liverpool, though. Thank you, Paul. Genuinely. Will Sesko finally break out against City? He's got more of a chance there because the midfield, the defense don't stick to you like glue. But this is the overall question, though. Am I satisfied with this window? For now, yeah. I'm still going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think we needed a midfielder. If we got a midfielder, honestly, you're pushing 9 or 10, depending on who we got. I'm happy that we got a new striker in. I'm really happy we got a new goalkeeper. 2 of the best attackers of the Premier League for the past 3 seasons are ours. Really happy with that as well. And also, I think getting the people out of the club that we did, I think that's why we're going to have a good January. Mark my words. January is going to be a good one. We have to see how we perform at the end of the day, but I think it's huge. Oh, we just hit 8,800 subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good night, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you very much. We still need to give our love to people who drop super chats. Drop one if you can, if you have anything more to say. There's a couple more questions I'll get to, leaving in 2 minutes. Dev, who's my favorite Man United player of all time? Ruud van Nistelrooy, of course. What made you want to start YouTube and socials? Smashing it, by the way. Thank you, Ryan. For me, it was an accident to start socials in general because my main channel kind of blew up after a viral video and then pivoted to doing football content there, but the demographics were different. So I started football separately, and then YouTube, people just kept telling me like YouTube is where like brands look at, where people look at, and they want long form videos. You can express yourself differently. So I started doing YouTube kind of from that basis, and then just kept everything going. Hobby FC has always been a dream of mine. I've always wanted a business, and Hobby FC feels like it can be a business. And I've always wanted a brand, like a merch brand or something like that, which is something that I'm working on in the years to come. So yeah, it's just kind of snowballed. But yeah, that's how it all started. Yo, Dev, all hail the chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ibrahim, as a legend, just says, have a drink on me, Dev. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Let's get through. First of all, let's get some claps coming in for all of you. I just want everyone to clap because, yeah, I appreciate you. What was the best present that brings back the best memories? Nintendo Wii. Mum, Christmas, when I was about 10. Yeah, Nintendo Wii by far. If you have any super chats or anything more to say, drop it now just so I don't miss it. But yeah, we've hit 8,801 subscribers. We smashed through that target, which is beautiful. Thank you all so much. But let's show some love to the people who showed love to us. Ibrahim at the beginning, kicking things off. Slow Sports News joining in as well. Kenji's been a member for 2 months. We know it's been longer. Also dropping 35,000 Indonesian rupiah on the foreheads. Michael Rumsey, appreciate you. Luke, as always. Paul Fielding's become a new member, and we got a cheeky one from Ibrahim at the end, who started and finished it all off. So thank you all very, very much for that. And yes, I will. Give me time, please. Saying give me time, I don't work. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to. I'm sorry, I'm putting it off just because when I get started, I won't stop. That's kind of how that kind of goes. And let's be honest, now that this can take a bit of a breather for a couple of days, like Dev FC, Hobby FC is going to be picking up. So if you guys can as well on YouTube, can you go and follow Hobby FC for me? That would really mean a lot. If you can follow Hobby FC, that would really mean a lot. Because, you know, we've invested a lot into the show, a lot of time, a lot of money and effort has gone into it. And, you know, we know it's going to be a small one, but I really appreciate you all if you can do that. And I just want to say as well, now it's the end of the transfer window. It's that last transfer show we're going to have until January. You guys have made it brilliant. This is the 25th transfer show that we've had on the channel. The 25th transfer show that we've had. And it's just been awesome. All of you have just been really, really kind. And I've really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I appreciate you all very, very much indeed. Like, all of you have been really kind. And yeah, I just can't thank you enough, you know. I'm not emotional, but I just can't thank you all enough for the amount of love that you've given the channel. It's actually pretty crazy. I'll be real. Because like I say, we started this summer with 3,300 subscribers. We're on 8,800. I know I kept saying 10K before the start of the season. That was always the goal, but to hit 8,800, that's crazy. And I appreciate you all. Thank you all for saying this. And thank you, Luke. Thank you all for the really kind things that that you've been saying. I appreciate you all very, very much. And that is going to be the end of the show. The longest live show that we've had on here when it's just me. Obviously, when I had Nick on, it was a bit different. But we will be doing shows throughout the course of the season to bring more people in and do, you know, have a platform for people. Because I think that's, you know, the big thing that I want to bring in as well. So yeah. Like, subscribe, do all the things that you've done. And to hit this video with 100 likes as well was amazing. So I appreciate you all very, very much. And yeah, thank you so much for your time. If you haven't watched my video on Senne Lammens, go and do it because it'll tell you everything that I think you should know about the guy. So please do that. That would be amazing. And I'll see you on the next show. Appreciate you all so much. And